All right. So this video I will teach you how to integrate SQLite for your plugin. I do recommend that this one you only use this one if you're using a um, single server and like a simple, if you need a simple data to store with your single server that not does not require or like connected to any cluster because if you use SQLite in a cluster server and everyone or your player, like let's say you have 5 player on the server one and 5 player for from the server two, and then they are using the your plugin which is connected to your single file database. Like if you are looking to our database here, we're gonna have like SQLite um, path, which is the file for because SQLite um, is a file, not connected to like my SQLite right server that we can connect to the server and then it has their own file. So here it will create a file, um, which is I will show it to you later, and then um, it will access whenever we need the database. That file is being accessed and then lock. So it means if you're 5 players or just a single player using your if the cluster server using the plugin simultaneously, like it it the other server, the server two or the other player can not able to use your plugin because it's locked. So you will have a database error or like your access it's restricting SQLite will restrict the other connection. So it's like a single connection between unlike MySQL you can like um use it like in multiple players or and multiple servers. So it depends on your setting. Let's say you have a maximum 100 connection, so maybe that's enough for the connection. So it won't reject the other connection until the 100 connection field. All right, so we're gonna start let's say here plugin connection. Um hmm Wait, I'm kind of lost. Alright, so here I'm gonna open this, and this is our connector.h. No, the factory. The else. I think we need to have the else. So here we have the SQL connector. We haven't included because we don't have a code yet. So right now we're gonna write the code for this one. Okay. Hmm. I mean we don't have the CPP file for that one as well. We need to create the CPP file, the implementation. So we're gonna close some of the we don't need. This is like anyway, header here on the left side, and the implementation right here. So this one we don't need that. Do we need you? No. Commands we don't need that. We're all done with the commands. We're gonna use this the same commands as we use, just gonna change the database that we are using. Okay, so here Initialize. Okay, I'm just gonna check it later. Just close it for now. So header here, same as you know, almost the same as MySQL. Is this you can implement this on any other. You can just copy paste or depends on you. Um, you can. What I'm saying is you can use this on. Uh, let's say you have MariaDB. Like say it does the same as MySQL, but if MariaDB is only of your that's the only one or option, or you started using MariaDB already, you can implement this code the same. I mean not this code, not SQLite, because it's a bit different, like in query and stuff. But for MySQL, I think that's the same. I do know that your our connection, like here, it can be connected to MySQL, but I haven't tried it. But I know it can be connected. Database, database connector. This is the main connector. So from here we need to include like the SQLite header. Let's see if we need something else. But right now, I'm gonna include the SQLite tree. So in this page, I'm gonna put the link in the description. First, you need to download the SQLite process, like this one. When you download it and then extract, when you extract it, wait, let me show you the thing. Okay, it's pre-process, right? Pre-process, and then go there, here, find SQL. Think you just need the tree, SQLite tree.h. Um, what else? Let's see if we need something else. Let's go include hmm, the extension and maybe the H first, so we just don't confuse ourselves. So includes, of course, create a folder SQLite3. So just the H. If we need something, then um, I think we need to. So here's the link. I will put the link in the description. For this one, DB browser, because Workbench can't connect to the obviously SQLite, right? So this is where we are using to browse our datas in the database. So here, when you download this one, let's download it right now. Where's the download thing? Downloads. 64 for me, but if you are still using 32 bits, it's up to you. Okay, in standard installer. I think I have it here. SQLite. Already have it. Anyway, but we just download it for now. Finish. Okay, going back to our code. So I just put the SQLite tree. I don't think like if they need some other stuff like the extension that let's check. So it includes this one. What else it includes? Let's just find next, find next. So it doesn't need anything. So let's just try to compile it later on if we're going to have some problems. Plus SQLite connector, cause my old, I mean my any other plugins like this one, it came from ASE and the I didn't have a time to uh like clean up everything else there. So right now this is the chance for me to figure out if I'm a- if I'm including um library that's not required, right? SQLite, no, it's not Light connector once any string and maybe name. Okay, the destructor SQLite, oh, SQLite connector, just deploy. Did I get a typo here? The same, right? Why I'm having errors? Hmm. SQLite not found. What? Oh, because of this. This. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Bool. Same thing. You can just where's our MySQL header? The same thing as here. Create. No, if not exist. Alter table. We can do that as well. But let's see. Reorder columns and create, read, update, delete row, escape string. Of course, we all need this. Just copy paste that one so we save time. Create table, we're just gonna check all the required table, but it's pretty the same because we need all of this, right? Create, read, of course, read. Oh, the override. The only changes for this one is the override. We're gonna override something else later, like the query. Uh, Private SQLite 3 pointer SQLite 3. We have some problem with this. Cannot open source file, or maybe because I included it in the includes, right? Oh, cause I made wait, MySQL, MySQL. Let's see the project settings. Include path. That's it. See here, cause we might yeah, that's it's included. Everything is included. See our header. Yeah, mine is using like MySQL. So we create that one, SQLite 3, right? But still, it's not finding the data type for this one. Or did I use SQLite 3? Yeah, my fault again. Because earlier it just gone. So okay, we have it. Char error message. If we have one void, print error, constant std string and message. Bool execute query cons string end. Okay, so here, children header is here. Always doing this like header on the other side, and just to make it like okay, so it's the same, pretty much the same as well, but for us is include, forget the database folder, database slash SQLite connector. Okay, because when we include this, we can make um like for example this, and then you see the screwdriver right there. Just connect. But I only create, yeah, my mistake. Anyway, just create the other one, and then highlight all of this, then create not that one because it will create the all one on the selected one. So we're gonna do a little bit organized here because I did a mistake earlier. Should be on the bottom. Oh man, I forgot. Include this one. Got it. Just organize your stuff like, constructor, instructor, create table, blah blah blah. Okay. So right here, on our constructor, we have a different one because, for example, here I'm gonna put it here so you can see that MySQL versus we only need the database because we access the open like the file because we are accessing the file which is just made for that thing, right? For this database. We don't need any kind of connection because we only opening the file. Okay, and then print error if we have error. Fail to open SQLite database. DB null pointer. Okay, forget the semicolon out there. And then for the structure, I don't know if I'm having I have some reports with my plugins that they're having a database connection on MySQL. I wonder if my destructor is being called when you are, uh, I mean, if someone is connected or like they're using it simultaneously, and my destructor is being called. That's why the other user can connect or can upload their thing because the destructor is being called. Anyway, that's for another case. It's TD. We're gonna create our query. This uh, is our first query for create, which is create table if not exists. If not exists, almost the same with the table name plus no, open and close. Then close it first. Then we're gonna construct our um first first equals to true for auto auto. Then your column name and data type, right? And table definition that items is the one that being sent from your JSON file. I mean JSON structure. Query plus equals base. We can use double for uniform, but it is up to you. First, false. Query plus equals column name plus space data type that get td string. Anyway, that's all string, but just to be sure that we're getting the data type, and that might cause issue if we don't execute. We don't have the function for this one yet, but I'm gonna send it. Execute. Oh man. Alright, so we're done. So what does it do? Just, creating all the tables plus their, you know, table name, then all the columns, just creating, which is from your utils. You can see here that we are creating this one. But for SQLite, it's different. Way different. Maybe we can just make this one first. Okay, so you can see what's the difference, right? So for SQLite, just gonna remove this. I just put it there so we know definition equals. Um, I think I'm allowed to do this, not on the new line, but because it's JSON. All right, so ID. Um, maybe we can just create something like that. Yeah, same integer is the same. It's different, right? So instead of just int, we're gonna use integer. Then primary key, auto increment, not null. Almost the same, but maybe we can huh, just do this. But the primary key for this one here instead of here. This is just in a SQLite it's one line. You don't need to create a new. So EOS ID same as text not null unique. See, this is SQLite is one line instead of creating another one for unique and primary. Another one amount. No, not amount. We're not we're using player ID. Why I'm using amount? Um USID player. We can just copy paste it. No, it's varchar. That's a different one. So varchar is text here. Player ID. If you want to, you can just leave the not null if the thing like possible to be null. You can search SQLite data types. You can search like this, so you can see like this null, integer, real. I don't know what's real mean, like floating point, like the float. Oh, we're not using in that anyway, because there's um conversion discrepancy most of the time. That's why we use the string, save it to your database and pull it out so you can see the precision. Because sometimes, not just sometimes, I usually experience most of the time, like if I'm passing the real not real, like this one, like let's say float, a float, you're passing float. Sometimes when you get the float back, sometimes it's different already. So for me, it's safer to make it like a text if you are using float, like super precision, like does have like too many, you know, zeros. Here varchar 255 text. See, always text for character and such like this. Like so, we only have like integer, text, blob, real, and numeric. It's like numeric is same as I think same as integer, but you know it has decimal like this. Boolean, numeric as well if you need one. For numeric in MySQL, I think that's a enum enumeration, right? Like true or false. But usually it's better to use like integer like one or zero instead of true or false. Anyway, it's all up to you if you are like keen on those kind of things. So player name, maybe I'm just gonna copy paste this. Player name. Oh no, that's the last one. Oh, created at. I think we need those date and time. Let's see the data types again. Where is it? We have int no, date and time numeric. How about default or timestamp? Don't have timestamp here. Um, foreign timestamp. No. We can just search. I have an AI here. SQLite default. No. Yeah. We're just gonna copy paste this. SQLite data type. Just copy paste those things, and it will answer you. This is a good thing for AI age. Okay, so we're creating the table here. We can just copy paste this one. Um, integer primary and text. It's the same, but different a little bit. So we can just copy paste this thing. Um, yeah, don't worry. We're gonna enter that later on. Okay, so we have ID, US, player ID, as text, player name, created that. Timestamp, it's supposed to be date and time, but it's okay. Default and current timestamp. See, it's almost the same, but you know, don't forget the semicolon right there. So we are done with this, with our data type. It's just simple like that, but you know, almost the same. Going back here, so we have the data type already. And then for our alter table, we don't have alter table. Maybe we can just copy paste from our MySQL since they are the same. Uh-huh. Or if you are unsure, um, let's Google it again. SQLite um, alter table. It will always given to you. Where is it? Alter drop column. Oh, I don't need that. Alter add column. So this is the same as you know. Rename column, table name, new column, rename column, add column syntax. So it's the same, pretty much the same, because we have add column here. So we can just copy paste this in our alter table. So alter table, wait, let me confirm. Um, hmm, alter table, subset of alter. Okay, yeah, that's the same. So we're done with create. Just close that one. Destructor, our instruct alter table. I'll make sure, table name. Okay, and then reorder columns. Huh? Maybe alter table modify. Let's find it if you have modify here. Yes, you have one. No, drop table column modify. If you can find like this, just going back there, alter table modify column column order. Is right on our model when you pass you pass the JSON structure, and then it's not ordered, right? So right now, if it's not ordered and we are creating table, and this alter table is if the database is already created, so you just modify the, it just mess up, or if you have existing that mess up, this is the one that I'm using. SQLite does not support directly modifying column order to do limitation of alter table. So we don't have this on we're gonna drop it, so but it's dangerous if it has data, right? So we're not gonna use this on our code. So reorder, we don't have reorder, we just remove it. Um, Here, reorder, remove that one. Okay. This is not supported, so what should we do, right? And then we're done with reorder. Create. I don't think when we create the table SQLite database, it's already um ordered, I believe, because here we're using ordered JSON already. When I'm making this, that I found out that the column is not ordered. That's why I created that function reorder, because um, other user is already using those kind of database that not ordered. So when the function, I mean when you rerun the plugin, it will fix it for you. This one reorder column. So, but right now we're not gonna actually needing that function, because when we create our database it's already ordered, because I found a fix anyway. So this is the fix, that ordered JSON that you are passing to the function. All right, going back, so create, I think it's this the same with um, MySQL insert into, right? Let's see. Values. You have two, then you plus the values right there. And then plus equals values, and you close it. Close this one. I'm just checking it. I think we can use this one. Uh-huh. I think we can use this one. Let me double check. Great. This is almost the same. Hmm. Anyway, let's just try if we can use this one, or else I'm gonna, if not, I'm gonna create a new one. Let's just copy paste this just to save time. Um, right. Okay, so we're gonna try that later on if that works properly. Um, anyway, to do, so you know that we need to test that. Okay. For reading is I think it's really different because gonna write this down. Let's compare later after I write it. STMT, yes, STMT. Okay, if SQLite 3 prepare V2 your database and your query DSTR then one and STMT. It's like this one is you assigning the STMT variable in here. SQLite. Okay. If you know assigning, it's like the instead of like here, let's say the result and then STMT equals here after the function. It's not like that. So assigning you can pass it through the function itself. I think I have some error here over, yeah, print error failed to prepare SQLite. This is SQLite statement. STMT means a statement. I just found out. Right. Of course, you return false, and then of course we need to number of columns. SQLite 3 column. So we need to know um if you have data result. If not, of course we can just step, we just save time for SQLite row. Then while, let's put it in the map, std string row data is sending back to that thing. Row data std map because you are missing a colon. For int equals 0, of course we need to loop the data. What? I equals num equals I plus plus. Why am I having errors? For int equals to int I. Mhm. You didn't declare constant char column name equals SQLite 3. Can I dip my coffee? Always forget that I have coffee. Okay, so column, it's like a gasoline to me. Everyone, right? Constant char value constant char Oh, this is the like casting. If you are familiar with casting couch, no, I mean casting. Um, casting. You know casting, right? You're casting the data like because in a real engine casting, it's like caster, so you can access those data from that thing. Raw data. I wonder if you cast to something that it's not the same. I didn't try that, but I don't know. Well, maybe I'll come to that point. So here, if it's the value, right? Then use your val, but if not, then return null. Results that push back, adding to the raw data. Okay. So SQLite 3 here, finalize your table statement, like closing the call. Don't forget to return this true, because we have return false there. So when you pass here, it means you have your data. Okay, so right now, creating variable, passing the statement to that one, prepare for the query in your database, and then column count. We already have the query anyway from the statement. Yeah, step when you're stepping every record, every row, and then creating a map so we can have like a column name and then the value. So let's say row 1 and then um, here ID US ID. So we are mapping it and then um, loop and then adding the data from the map. Okay. Update. Let's see our update state. Update. Okay, pretty much. Let's say update. This is our update. First data that first. We can use this as well. Hmm. Column data size. We're passing data. I think I want to try as well, like this one. If if it will, cause this one is much cleaner for me. For me, this is much cleaner because we have the first here. Then it's instead of like like here. Wait up. Oh mine. What? Okay, this one. It's much cleaner because my old code is like you're looping I'm declaring like bool first equals to true, which is the first iteration for the loop, and then I will make it false, and then but here we have like that first, and it's all, and then the second one is like that. So let's see. I hope this one is working because it's much cleaner than the one that I made before. So just copy paste the update. It's just the same thing. Nothing fancy. Okay, for escape string, we go jump here before the delete. Oh no no no, we go to delete, of course. So here you sure delete. So let's see. It's delete from table name, where, and the condition. It's just the same thing. Almost the same. No, not there. Delete row. Yeah. Okay, for escape string, of course we need to escape the string. This is important because if you don't want to get like exploit and stuff, uh, you need this std string escape, which is our escape thing. Okay, this one is a little bit different. That reserve value dot length. Okay, just converting it to char. So for char c, then value. Okay. It's gonna make a switch case for switch c, the character case backslash. Okay, so escape plus equals. We're just escaping the quotes and break case backslash the double quote escape backslash and underscore, then break. No, we don't need to check the other ones. It will just loop. If it's sending slash, the backslash, mm, I did wrong. Okay, escape plus equals, then the backslash, then break. Okay, default escape. Okay, of course, we change this to escape. Okay, this will be it for the escape string. Okay, so next one, the print error, of course. I think that's the same thing, but we just need to change this one to DB, but also not MySQL. SQLite 3 error message. You can see this on documentation. Just control F right there and you'll see. For execute query, um, here, int rc SQLite 3 exec db your query that c a string. You need to convert it to array string. Then error message. Oh no. If rc, anyway, it's just a declaration. Any um any variable is okay. Up to you if you want to make it like a full variable to for you to understand it quickly, or for the other developer. But for me, it's just like that. SQLite query error and the error, of course. Why we're not doing this? Hopefully this works. Yeah, it works. Because in Visual Studio. code, VS Code, like that. You highlight something and just put the code in it. SQLite 3 free error message return false. Of course, when returning that one to false, we should return true here. Okay, so here we're just printing error, the error message itself. Hmm, what else? Actually, we don't need this. Like, I don't know why I put this one. You can just do like this. Oh no, you can. All right, you can add them, like, because I think this one is character, and you just putting like that. Okay, so that will be it. We're done with executing print error and delete row. The tuna, we forgot that to do test. Okay. So right now we have the connection implementation. We just close this one, close this H, and then SQLite. And then for our config, um, of course, we need to set the SQL database path. Um, I think I forgot something else. Let's see. Not this one. The factory. Yeah, we haven't included here. So right now we included, and then the else part. If you're using MySQL through database factory, I put it right here first because um we're only using MySQL before, right? Right now we have the code for SQLite, so we need to change like that, and then when it's true, it's gonna use this thing for our connection. I think you can just put this one directly here, but it's up to you. And then uncomment this one, Control K plus U, and then this one is SQLite config. Then we need to add this to our config right here on the bottom, because if it's false, um, we're gonna use this one automatically. But make sure if you are using MySQL, just leave it like blank. But if you want to, it's up to you. Because sometimes I think I remember that if before, like I think maybe I mess up the code because I wonder why they're using, or maybe that's the permission, not the other plugin, the permission and ArcShop. When it's the plugin detects that you have MySQL, I mean SQLite file, that the file format with .db in the plugin directory, it will use that instead of your MySQL. I think um that that's happened to me. So SQLite config, we're reading the config file, and okay, get current dir, and then this is the default path anyway. So when you don't specify the path, like here, you don't specify, it will create the plug in your for example here, we go to my drive, DWS, it's my server anyway. my test server in my local, so it will load fast. Um, Plugins. Um, Wait, do I have my plugin here? Damn, I just got it out. Okay, it will create right here automatically. So we need that. We go back there. I'm opening this one so we can just run it later on. Um, just minimize all of that. Plugin template. Yeah, here it will create right here the database folder. Okay, so right now, SQL path, database path. SQLite config. It's gonna get string. Wait, what? Hmm. I'm like doubling it? This is not good because like doubling the thing. I haven't read this. Maybe I just copy paste this one. Let's find this one on my thing. Yeah, it's doubled. So we don't need this one because this is from config as well. So SQLite config that value. I already have it. And then why I'm getting this one? So if I have SQLite, I think there's something wrong with this. Config that value. So I have the whole config. We're gonna look for plugin DB settings. I think so. Yeah. And then for that thing, for that matter, we're getting this one, getting the config value as JSON. Should be like the value key default value. Maybe like this. Because that's a JSON when you get the value, right? And then from here, SQLite path, SQLite config, and then the SQLite DB path. I think this is the right right code for it. Well, let's see. We will see. Then getting the string path from here. So if the path is blank, it will use the default path from here. But if it's not, we're gonna use the default path from here. Alright. Then we make unique db path, and then that's it. Alright. Um, Pretty much almost done with that. Okay. Um, After that, I think we're pretty much done with this. CLI database factory. So in our config, don't forget that we're not gonna use this. Make it false. And then first we don't make path. We're just trying it, right? So we run the server, and then let's see if it will create a database here. So first, of course, compile your project. Hope there's no finger crossed. There's no errors like this, so we can just go forward, right? Let's see. SQLite connector. Can I what? Hmm. Due to memory, reorder columns. Yeah, it's missing reorder columns, I think. Because Not using the order columns. We deleted it, right? I think we still need to use it because we're just over. It needs to be matched on the. Ay, connector. MySQL database factory. Or maybe we just add it here. No, alter and connection. Because make unique is like messing it up. We have this one. This I database column has it. It needs to be override. Or just put this one in empty. Just empty function. Just anyway, we're not gonna use that one. Right. Just yeah, return false. Using just to make sure. Anyway, we can find a solution for this one. But for now, I think this should do. Oh no, it's 11. I need to pick up my kid. Why am I calling? Am I calling? I'm not calling. What? This is what I'm saying. Like, we're missing a lot of things here. External serial SQLite open. I think let's find. Let's see. Um, Preprocess. I think we need something here. The extension. Let's try. And of course, I know where what to put, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to put the the one that only needed. Chelsea, SQLite 3, STMC, SQLite 3, SQLite 3.c. Where are you? Oh, probably we need to put everything, right? Because SQLite 3. Let's try to put everything. Yeah, I'm still having a problem. I don't know. Wait, let me check this one. Here, you need to download SQLite amalgamation if you want to. but the header file is just, enough for us. For example, here includes SQLite 3. I think the header file is just fine, but for us, we're doing we did download the amalgamation here, and then extract, then copy all of this, and then paste it from here. So our code is just using the SQLite 3.h. Um, Actually, I did try to check if does need those three, the extension tree, but you might need it. You don't know, and then just put it there, and then download um, download the precompiled binaries, which is I downloaded the 64-bit. Here I will show you here. So it's I just extracted it, and then from here, make sure you know the path. What I did is we need to compile this so we can get the library. Okay, so from here, go here, tools, command line, developer command prompt, or you can just I think you need this, yeah. Um, and then go here and copy just click that one, click it, and it will highlight for you. Then copy paste, and then CD, then shift insert or right click, then enter. Then if you check run dir, you will see those binaries, right? And then we're gonna run leave slash machine um x x64, the big letter, and then the definition SQLite 3.def. You can add out if you want, then just put the path. But for us, it automatically create the library in this directory. So just hit enter, then wait for a little bit. So it will compile. This one, the exp, we don't need that. Just put the SQLite library, okay? And then copy paste that one and put it from your library folder, like this one. Then after that, we need to make our linker to read our library. So linker, go here, linker. Oh, cancel. I just I just click the inheriting, the edit, then just copy paste this one. SQLite 3.leave. Make sure you to just press F2, Control A, and then copy paste. Just making sure that you have the right library. So let's try to compile this, but I don't think if we need this one, but let's try. Let's try to compile first. Does it work? Hope it works. Yeah, it does do, but I think we're gonna do like the same thing as here. So while it's linking, it says here like while it's linking, it needs to find the file first, so it will throw an error if not. So what we do here, F2 again, and just all, and then paste it from here. Then I think we're done with that. So it will compile, even though it's not. Okay, so we did compile everything. Like you see, it's copied from the file. So um, I hope I think we don't need this. Let's see if I need it if we need it to our. So this is our plugin right now. So what we're doing here on our dev, we did it false and we didn't create path. So when I start the server, it should create the database file for us. Okay, so let's start this one. Okay, here we just wait. We just need to wait for this one to you know where so I'm expecting to from here plugin template plugins the database file here. I'm just expecting the database file here. Should create when it's loaded, but if not, we might have a problem. Well, let's see. As you can see, we don't have any errors there. Still not up. See, the status is still orange right here. Yeah, it's up now. And it didn't create anything. DB auto. Oh, did I call it? No, I called it. Huh, huh, hmm. Wait, let's wait for a bit. Should plugin template. Did we load the plugin template for us? Linker, this. Oh man, I wish that I remove everything. So here. Oh, I don't think that we loaded it. Server files. Did I click a different one? Okay, binary 64, RKPI, plugins, plugin template. This one should. Mm-hmm. Plugin template. Partial. Plugin template to load plugin. So there's an error with our plugin. I didn't notice. Okay. Just maybe we remove everything and leave this one. We're not integrating anything yet, so it's okay. So what we have here? So we have this one. Let's check this one. If giving false, use MySQL and path, SQL path. Okay. Let's check our code because we're having a problem with or maybe it's trying to look for the library itself, but we don't need that, I think. Hmm. Wait. Let's try to check. The utils is we are loading the. Okay, so what we have here use MySQL. Let's open the config file on this side. If plugin template config value, use MySQL. It's true. I think we might have a problem right here. Where is it? Database connect. Wait. SQL line here, right here. Because we declared the config, which is this one. We're passing the config. We're passing the config of create connector, right? Create connector. We're passing the plugin DB settings, which is this one. Oh my, that's why. That's why we have some errors, right? Because we're pass this config is not the whole config, which is the whole thing. We're just navigating on this part of JSON. Okay. So what we have here, just minimize this because we're using false, and then um, so this is a duplicate. I know there's something wrong with this. So we don't need this one, SQLite config. We put the config right here because we only need the database path already. So if we are manipulate or navigating on this part of JSON, so we just take yeah, we are assuming that this is plugin DB settings already, and then our SQL path should be not SQL config. We just need to what we can just get like config that value, which is the SQLite DB path, and the default value is blank. So when it's nothing and it's blank already, so we don't need to um SQL path is just blank because yeah, we're defaulting it. If it's blank, it's blank. Because sometimes let's say this one is not exists, so when we're getting our value, it's gonna throw an error as well. So we make sure that this SQL database path, if it's missing in the config, we are just throwing the blank, so we can just um, make a conditional statement here. This one we just remove it. That's a duplicate because maybe um, on my old code, I'm using a different another nest here just for SQLite, but maybe I changed my mind. So yeah, we're getting the config from plugin DB settings, and then we're getting the SQL path here, and then checking it if it's blank. If it's blank, use the default path, which is this one in the current location of the database, and then yeah, just save it and try to compile it again. Let's just wait for a bit and then we start the server. You can close the command prompt from earlier. We don't need that anymore. Also, if you are using Workbench, we don't need that. I'm gonna use instead the one that DB browser. Yeah, SQLite. Use the SQLite. So when we have a database, we're gonna open that later. But for now, we're just done compiling the project, and then you just start your server. Mhm. Oh, forgot to turn on the command. I mean the console command for this one. Coffee anymore. It means it's water time. Always drink water. Maybe next video we're gonna integrate art shop and art permission in our project. Uh, but first, maybe I'm gonna do something else first. Is someone is expecting that from me? Any other? Maybe a plugin for someone asked me to make a plugin for farming simulator, and I haven't get back to him since then. But it's really easy to make it. Oh no, plugin template to load plugin error 126. This usually does this error, if I'm not mistaken. It's all always in your config. I don't know why. Maybe let's check if it does create a database. No, right? So Arc API plugins. Oh, plugin versus plugins. I don't know why this one. I forget to put S. Let's try again. So we need to go recompile the project since we changed the path. Maybe that's why it's throwing an error because it can't see the project path, which is this one. Um, when I check it, it's missing an S. Where is it? I cannot find you here. It's supposed to be plugins, but we are missing S right here. So when it's throw, since this one is blank, it's gonna look the default path, but it won't create uh it can create a file because yeah, it's missing directory. But yeah, that error usually done um maybe your config or something. So you should start checking with the config first, then before change your code. Also like the path mostly. Yeah, but for you can make like make a try and catch statement here and throw the error so you can have a specific error before you can have a specific you can see the errors like here see still nothing but let's see, yeah, it doesn't create or maybe our wait, our project itself, but let's see, wait, let me think, if it's blank or using the default path, but if it has path, let's try to, since it's not loading, let's try to make a path here in our C drive. So let's say C backslash or maybe forward slash. Um, wait up, public backslash test.gb. Let's just try this to make space and backspace and then save, just to allow you to compile it again. Okay, so we have it there. Start the server. Mm-hmm. You have error on our plugin right away. Um, here, what we are missing here. I just make like here equals is true because I wonder like if we put it false, it's still returning true because we're just getting the value, so it means like for me, when you if the thing has a value, then it will, it will return true. So that's why I put like equals true here um, just to make sure that it goes to true. But that's not our problem. I found out like this pragma. It says in the one that we compiled earlier, which is here. Um, this one. Oh no no, that's the header. Okay, the pre-process one. The one, no, not this one. Where is it? Yeah, this is the DLL file. So we compiled this one into a library, but then the problem is that's why it's not loading. Right here, just checking if I missed something. I just wanna put it back. Okay, so we're not gonna make file uh, file path here right now. Um, but here, when you compile it, let's say you compile it like that, then when it's compiled, it will return error because we need to copy the DLL file from our where is it? Plugins in our main execution file, which is the API from here, because we're running the server, right? So for me, I just put the SQLite tree there, and then when you start the server, this is a different way, but I will find. Let's find out if we can um, remove the DLL SQLite tree.dll file there, so we don't need to add additional step. So yeah, you see, as you can see here, it works. But let's find out if we can make it uh without DLL file there. So all right. So on this one, if you don't want to use the library that we made, for example here, um, we earlier we made the library like this one using this lib, but this one you need to include the the DLL file in your plugin, which is not here. If you paste it here, it's not gonna work. So is that's another step for the player. What is this? Just number one. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. Uh, yeah. So we need to for here for that case we need to add the DLL file from here. No, not there. Right here. So we don't have any. That's extra step for the user or the one that's gonna use your plugin. But on this case, we're gonna make um static library for our SQLite database. Okay. Right here we include it there. I removed the one that like this one. MySQL client, right? We copied it and we made it like SQLite tree right here, right? So I remove it here because we're gonna use the just close this one. We're gonna use the static library for SQLite. Okay, so right here, I'm just making sure that we're using the same thing from here. Plugin setting value, use MySQL. I'm gonna make Gonna add true equals to true as well, because like I'm explaining it earlier, that if you have like a value here, if it will return true even if it's false, because we're just checking if it's uh, the value has a value, not the value is equals to true. That's why we're making like equals to true here. And then going back to our SQLite, what we need here, I remove it also the linker. Um, Here, linker, right here. I remove the required library for my SQLite. Okay, so um, we don't need that, right? We only need this one. So copy paste the SQLite 3.h to your project. Go here. Oh, I think we're already there. Sorry. So includes. We're not using any library right now. I deleted the SQLite 3 as well in your library folder. And then here includes, and then SQLite 3. Just remove any other if you have one. You just need these two, C and H, SQLite 3. Okay, and then to make it static without, because when you compile this, you will have error. Let's just try it anyway. If you compile it, you will have like this error, because it will need, or you will need to include the library. But for us, the issue was like, I don't want, or you don't want to add extra steps. So when they paste your plugin in your server, it's just like this, 3 files only, right? You don't need to have like, oh, you need to put the library here, the dynamic library here, which is the SQLite tree. So that's extra step, right? From here, oh, not the temp one. We're just going back there, and then what you're gonna do is right click here, then add existing item, and just add these two. Make sure you are in your um, plugin directory. So just add it like that, and then it makes it static library. So when you compile it, it will compile without errors, right? And then right now we're gonna test the server if it's gonna get create or no errors like earlier that requires the library. So we delete everything. So yeah, it's loading right now. So we're gonna wait for a little bit to this server to up and running. So it will create. It will call this utils load database right here in your main, right here, calling this one. Then here, I'll make sure like it's false, and then it will gonna use this one. See, okay, so false, and then we use one and create the table for us, like the database and table, and then we're gonna see it from here. See the database file here. Then next stuff we're gonna try to specify our own. See, oh, there's a error. Connection failed. Unknown database arcs dev local. Debug through load database. We're trying to reconnect lost connection. I wonder why. Yeah, we're using true. Very nice. Okay, so but we have a problem that arcs dev local. Is it my wait workbench? I think I changed it. It's arc dev. I didn't put local. No, that's my developer from my server. But here, what's my database here? I think I don't have. Wait, let's log into our. Yeah, I don't have database yet. So you go XML, but I think we already did this. But for me, I just gonna create database. What? No, I'm just gonna create a new one. Create a schema. So we're gonna say arcsa dev local. Okay. But this is not. Yeah. Just I just created if something happens. So okay. Um, I'm gonna start the server for SQLite. Mm-hmm. And okay, so right now the server started. We don't have the plugins or API servers up. So it's not creating yet. Or maybe we need to get inside and trigger the thing. This says here create table is not exist. Table name, which is our table name, plugin template, tools. Wonder why it didn't create. It's fine, maybe. Oh, wait. See database path, SQLite database path is equals to blank. Just put that empty, right? That empty like this instead of equals equals. Anyway, default path using default path. So directory, arc API, current directory. This is the current directory of the API. And then API plugins, our plugins, project name, then .db. Anyway, we can just try it first. Go to my desktop. Yeah, yeah. Let's just try to trigger some event if we are um, okay. So right now we have a command like wait, five for our repair. So repair items. Repair items. Function repair items database. So let's see if this creates database. No, it's not. I wonder where did it put the database itself. Well, let's find out. Um, let's see in my C if no. Where did it put it? Hmm. Let's close this. Where did you put it? And we don't have any um you know where it goes. Current directory arc API plugins. It's not here. Here either. Leaves not there. Arc API temp. No, that's my temp folder. Let's try to go back here maybe. No, I doubt that, you know, that it will save here. But we don't have any issues. Like for this case. Huh. I wonder if it's still using um wait. I wonder if we're still using the uh, oh no. Workbench. I wonder. Let's try. Let's check. Since it's created a table here, so we're using this one instead. So created at is 13 right now, 1 o'clock in my time. Oh yeah, we're still using MySQL, so I think we need to recompile this thing. It should be false, like creating this one instead. Make sure like this, like you need to add the true there. Does it create? Let's see if it didn't crash. Wait. What? Reloaded. So let's see if we have DB right there, right there. So .db, it just created .db. Let's find out. So we have a project file here, which is our plugin.template. But there's something wrong with this. I accidentally add another slash. No. Actually, that's correct because we're using the plugin, But here we're not adding another one for project name, which is the name of the that it should be like this. Okay, so let's try to compile that. If it's like let's try to delete this one. Dragon. No, you want me correct. Let's just reload the. Okay, so it create the plug in DB. So maybe this one we can delete this. Okay, so we have the plug in DB right now. Let's try to open that one here with our DB browser for SQLite. Okay, open database and then um, copy paste the directory, then open it. Right now we only have this USID. It's like good for us, like ordered, right? Then we don't have any data yet. Even if you're right now we're gonna try to put some data in it. So let's just break this thing. Um, repair items. Okay, so it's been repaired. Yes, we have it. We have the data here, right? Player name and my ID and whatsoever. Okay, so that's it. Right now we have to try the other function that we made. Let's say delete player callback. What's the code for it? Delete player, right? But right now, we're gonna try the other one first. Here, repair information. Wait, okay. For Instagram, update item. We're updating the item here when you repair again, right? And then add player if not exists, so we add it earlier. Then if it exists, we need to update it. So right now here, our D, no, we're not gonna use this anymore. Just close that one, just make you confused. So let's say here, I put 123. So it's our data exists, right, with our EOS ID, that's our unique one. So I wonder how can I save this? I'm not usually using this. Um, where's the save one? Say no, I think we can edit manually here. Let's try. Write changes. I think so. So we write changes. Right now it's I have 123 right there, right? So when I do it again, it should be update it back. Repair items. Okay, it's been repaired. Then we just need to refresh this. Oh no, it didn't rate. What? It didn't update. But we are updating anyway. Character name, right? Update player, go to definition. We are updating. Oh no. Yeah, we're already adding 123 hard coded right here. I'm sorry about it. We don't need to change anything. We're gonna put it back. Okay. Can we change or you apply? Right, changes. So refresh, make sure you have one. I put it 123, right? No, 123. Refresh, okay. And then go back to your game, break your thing, and then repair. Oh man, Okay, so it's been repaired, and let's try to refresh this one. So see, is giving me 1, 2, 3. So update works, and then the next one will be the reading. I don't think so. I don't think that we need. I mean, uh, we we tried this yet. Um, I don't. Let's see. Current project. Find all util super items. Yeah. Yeah, we're using it for our conditions. So it's just the same thing, but um you can put the I think that's the wrong select format, map, read query results, and then we are just returning the result if it's true or false, right? But we're not actually returning the real results for this. But if you wanna put the result, this is the map, a vector for it, but it's does the same thing. All right, you just need to map. Well, I mean, uh, you need to loop the result. Um, wait, is where are we now? We're deleting it, right? We're deleting the slash delete player. Okay, so slash delete player. Okay, so I think we deleted it. I just didn't put anything there. See delete player callback. Let's try here. Refresh this one. It's not. It's gone. So I think that I covered all of the things for SQLite right now. I suggest you use the static library instead of we include the library like the .lib file into your server. So you remove the extra step from there. And make sure you equals it for true. So you don't use the like I said like earlier like um we didn't put uh equals right here. Well, where is it? Utils here. We didn't put it, and then even though we false right here, still using MySQL because um, we're just checking if the value has a value rather than checking the value equals to true. So that's it. Um, yeah, if you have a problem, just comment down below or just rewatch the whole video. Maybe I put pause a little, like a couple of times because I'm trying to figure out what's the error, but yeah, I did redo everything just to make sure that um it will work for us. So what did I just a quick recap. Um we removed this pragma comment right here. Just remove this one on our SQL connector. We don't need that because we are using static library. But for MySQL, I think MySQL is like it has already like for I don't know, but maybe um, the API itself. I don't know why it's working without the DLL for MySQL. Because maybe the server or the API itself has a library for it. That's why. Because check, if you're gonna check the um, API server, that it has a like this libcrypto and this is for SSL anyway. So I think that's other thing, but let's see. Um, it doesn't have any MySQL right here. So no. That's why it's working, or maybe the API library has it already. That's why it's working. If we didn't made it like static library, but this one, we include we include the file here to make it static library. Okay, that should do. See you in the next one.